In this video, we'll present the company and industry value chain analysis of the company Ford. We'll start off with the industry analysis. So first of all, it's important to understand that value migration is generally characterized as the value captured in the automobile industry. So looking a bit more into primary activities, we can see that inbound logistics refer directly to raw materials that are received from suppliers. Operation will relate to the transformation of raw material into vehicle parts. Outbound logistics will include the finished vehicles sent from manufacturing to retail. Then we have, of course, marketing and sales, and then the service, which entails the post-sale support of customers, for example. Then we also have the following support activities that will be included. So now that we have the basics of our model set up, let's go back to 1920 and analyze the industry. In this case, we'll be mostly looking at operations activities, focusing on transferring raw material into vehicle parts. When looking at the situation of raw material suppliers, since there was a lot of demand, suppliers had trouble keeping up with the production, which consequently led to delays for the manufacturer. And the high dependency on reliable suppliers allowed them to capture more value. However, raw material suppliers' profit margin was never really high. Logistic companies didn't have a very good position. They would have very low profit margins, and manufacturers were the same. They weren't really highly perceived. The manufacturers were the one having the dominant position in the industry chain. That was thanks to their innovative and cheap production techniques. This led them to capture a lot of value and increase their profitability. Finally, dealers had a difficult position because of the high competition in their position, which leads to very low margins. And so now, if we come back to analyze the positioning in 2020, we can basically see that most of the positions have stayed the same, except for the manufacturer one, where profit margins have dropped a lot due to the increasing competition. Now that we have analyzed the industry, we'll look more into the company. In 1920, the increase in demand has led to a high increase in production. However, this increase in production was not supported by an increase in delivery technology, which has resulted in a loss of potential sales. This is why the company decided to vertically integrate. There was also a rise of Fordism, where employees were very specialized in their way of producing, and goals were focused on cost and innovation. Moving forward to 2020, we can see that raw materials are completely outsourced. However, production processes are vertically integrated. The increase in technology has led to an increase in efficiency, and Fordism is now more applied for machines. Workers just support the machine's tasks. Goals for this year are to be more environmentally friendly, to reduce costs, and of course to innovate. That's it for our presentation. Thanks a lot for listening.